And if you don't know who I am Trude, and this is Troll's garden. Welcome. Well, this is Troll's greenhouse, which I have to say I'm really happy about now. But I was so exhausted during the build. It was very tiring. But now I'm happy. But this is now what else I've done this week. I have some random seeds and just in the box, and I have this one where I have the seeds yet to sow in the beginning and seeds I have sown in the back. Only many of those I have sown, they haven't really, some haven't germinated, some have been taken by the storm, some I've only got a few, I want to sow more, so I need to look at all of them. And many of these can be direct sowed, and I have direct sowed some, and maybe something is coming up. I'm not all too familiar with all weeds that are in this garden, so some of what's coming up might be weeds, and it's not that easy to control the watering, I find, because it's been quite dry and then all of a sudden rain. But if I sow them in these plugs, then it's more controlled. That's the idea. And some extra I have planned to sow, and this pile is my April sowings, and we are at the 20th of May, so I'm a little behind. This one says March, April, herbs or herbs. Right, Melissa officinalis. Is that lemon balm? Is that what you call it? Wasabi rocket. Yeah, well, it says direct April, June. So we should be good. Yeah, I know. Summer savory, I have summer savory. Winter savory, I think I have one. Coriander, I could sow again. Parsley. Basil. Basil. Is that all the basil I have? Well, it was in the March, April box. Okay. So, I can't look through them all, but I will start sowing. I have beans, peas. They're not going in these. They have other pots. These perhaps? Yep. Let's continue. Almost done. I have 2 packs left and 3 spots. So I'm keeping one open because I probably will find that, oh, need to sow that. I have some green zinnia. That's all the packet says, because these are seeds I've collected from a flower. So I don't even know if they'll work. And it was tall and green. So let's do some of those. It's not as many, you can't see it, but it's not as many seeds as it looks, because there is chaff with it as well. Seeds don't look too bad though, they look proper. So yeah, they are larger than the bush variety I have. Yeah, let's try that. Zinnia green. I am using a pencil for labels, and the pencil is 2.5 HB. I think that is the trick. Well, I think 2 HB might work as well, because I hear people saying they have tried to use pencil and they can't read. It disappears in some, but you need some. This is my favorite. And the last one I'm sowing is millet, which is it food? Is it an ornamental? Is it a grass? Well, it's actually food, but I'm not sure I'm going to harvest it as food. I grow amaranth as well, and I haven't tried harvesting it. I need to put sprinkle some soil on top of these zinnias. It's hard to sprinkle when it's only fibers. Great thing about potting up in a greenhouse. If there are some chunky parts in the compost, just throw it on the floor. So that is a game changer from sowing in my living room. Absolutely. Well, I threw a lot on the floor there as well, but it wasn't on purpose. So it's been a messy spring in the living room. Oh, it's an unheated greenhouse, so I will be sowing lots inside next spring as well. But I follow this Swedish lady on YouTube. She's called Lovisa, and her channel is called Glädjens odling, which means the joy of growing ish. And she direct sows her tomatoes. Oh, these were tiny. I think this is more of an ornamental than food. You cannot make food out of these grains, honestly, because I have eaten millet as food, but they are larger. Okay, so these are on top then. Not much. There's a tagetes seed in there. Tagetes. Here you go. Just a little sprinkle then. And push the seeds in. I've been too careful with my seeds, I think, earlier, so that they're not really in contact with the compost, and also they break out of the surface too easy, but they can't, then the seed dries out and they can't get out of the seed shell, or what you call it, seed coating. Right, so this one goes with the flowers then, I think. So we have that, cornflowers, delphiniums. Again, I have sowed that in so many different ways, cold, warm, and I think, yeah, many different varieties, and I have 2 seedlings. So I'm trying again, because I have the seeds. Nicotiana grandiflora, which I have tried and failed, and they were supposed to be sown in February, March. So if they germinate now, they might not go to flower. Bladder campion, morning glory, which is not invasive here. It can't survive the winters. And a couple of mallows, and the biennial Canterbury bells, because I bought the wrong ones for the sow along, grow along with So Chatty. So these will flower next May. I have 3 types of basil, one ordinary and one called rosy, which is red, and one cinnamon basil. Winter savory, I talked about that. Cosmos, broccoli, mangold, chard, Swiss chard, which I'm growing because I have the seeds and the other person in the house might like them. And well, the rainbow mix is beautiful to look at least, but I have some ordinary as well, and I've heard someone say that they are tastier than the rainbow mix. Beetroot, golden eye, which is a bit yellow. Summer phlox, straw flowers. That's about it. I need to oh, there's nothing in there. Well, water it anyway. Because it's on a tray. Well, it isn't really a tray, it's a lid from a box. But it fits. And I have a wicking mat under there, so I'm watering from underneath as well. That's the massive sowing of May. Done! Bit of a greenhouse tour then. I have some strawberries here and some mixed flower seedlings, amaranth. I have only the one variety, red garnet, and it seems the seeds are good. Antirrhinums, snapdragons. These are actually bought seeds before I knew that the garden was full of them, and these are from harvested seeds. And something, not a snapdragon, whatever that is. These are the ones I just sowed, and we have these should have been larger by now, but it is what it is. Cardoons. These 3 are cardoons, and these are Gaillardia, blanket flower. Tomatoes. So this large one I did not sow. I bought it at the garden center because they had a sun gold there and I didn't. So these are mine from seed. They're looking good. They're tiny though, so but they'll be fine. They will be fine. Only problem is I have 20 tomatoes because I have these and I have these, and I'm not really sure I have room for 20. These are the loofahs. Well, that's one. And there's the other. This one looks a little pale. I think it needs potting up. And peppers, sweet and chili. So I potted up the largest ones, and they grew on quite a bit after that. So there might be some potting up needed. Are you in a squeeze? Yeah, you watered enough. They don't like to be overwatered. So, yeah, this one I potted up today and watered. Woo! Poor thing. Right. So this is the area where I want to have the tomatoes. And this is the shelf I made of extra parts from the greenhouse. Because they sent me an extra door because I didn't have enough polycarbonate. So the easiest solution was to send an extra door. And then I had extra of everything. And I made a shelf. I bought the chainsaw. It looks good. And it's got hinges in there, so when the tomatoes grow up here, then I can lift it up and have it up against the wall. And it's the same polycarbonate, so the light will get through. And there's my potting corner, which is already messy. This one can go back. Yeah, okay, I need to sort out the mess. Well, one thing, this is my floating shelf. What do we have in here? Broad beans, yes! I'm not sure if you actually saw that because I can't see what you see, but there they are. Right, let's get out. I'm about to harvest the hosta shoots I've had under buckets for a little too long. So it's long overdue harvesting. Well, maybe not long overdue, but it's been so noisy because of the construction work next door. So I'm still going for it now, and we'll see. And another one. Now I will rinse these because not only have they eaten, but they also used it as a toilet. And I could do without that. Right, nu stänger jag göra det. Tasting. And then to explain the taste. I have no idea how to explain this. It's very mild, and it has bite to it, but also tender. Maybe I should have done it more, longer, don't know. Very mild. But it's good. It's good food. As a side dish. It's great. One thing I can say though is when you eat these raw, they're still tasty, but there's a bitterness in the back of the mouth, or almost in the throat, and that bitterness is gone when these are fried. So very tasty. Let's have a quick peek at what's happening in the garden. This is weigela. This one wasn't moved, so it's blooming and it looks gorgeous. And this one and that one was the one that was moved and divided, so it's alive. This one is not blooming this year, and this one had one older flower stalk. These are older as well, but I think maybe it was a shock. But we get new shoots and it's alive. Yeah, forget-me-nots. There's a lot of those. But actually the blue and the pink together is nice, so I'm keeping the forget-me-nots at this spot. Peonies with ants. So I'm hoping for a good display this year. I have watered and fertilized, and yeah, all buds are looking good as of right now. I don't see any dead buds, so that's very exciting. It is huge, and I think I'll divide it in the autumn. What we got here? Jerusalem artichokes. They're coming up. And this, the hablitzia, or Caucasian spinach. Looks like someone else is nibbling on it. Yeah. And the dogwood that we moved doesn't look too happy, but it's alive. It has very yellow leaves, but it's a variegated kind, so maybe the young shoots are a little light. It is alive. It's more tiny shoots coming around here, so yeah, I have hopes. Right, and here made a fence. It's sort of temporary because it's attached to the fence that we don't own. Weeds and wildflowers, and some extra lettuces that ended up here, but we have gooseberries. These are from root shoots. I have one here. These are red gooseberries, and there's one over there. I'm not quite sure how the berries are. And there's a green one there with a thistle. And I direct sowed some flower seeds here, but which I think some are coming up, but there's also a lot of the weeds. So, work in progress. Also a shoot, well, a cutting actually, from a red currant. And elderflower. Elderflowers are also like weeds here. Root shoot from a white lilac. This is herb flower bed-ish thing. We got some astrantias from seed. So this is the second year, so I don't know if they want to flower this year. Oregano, thyme, and this is double. It's an astrantia and another plant that looks a bit, don't know, because it looks a bit like a foxglove, only the leaves are rounder, and it's got a flower bud, so for some reason these are growing on the same spot. Lettuce, Paris market carrots, radishes, ready for harvesting. Bolting pak choy. I have yet to grow a pak choy that doesn't bolt before it gets anything edible on it. That is some bolting lettuce over there as well. What are those? Rockets. These are rockets. Yep. Bolt. You see that green over there? Let's go and have a look. These are parsnips. They got sown 19th of October. So autumn sowing works here, it seems. So they look great. Elephant garlic from Dog on the Plot. Not super great, but they're here. They're alive. Random bits. I have direct sowed. Well, actually, there's a parsley that sowed itself in that truck, and I have sowed some more. Looks like it needs some watering. I have this area, which is very hard because it's got ground elder and dandelions, and I really can't cut it too low because what's under here is creeping Jenny. So if I cut creeping Jenny and leave it, it will make a new plant. So this whole area needs a thorough weeding, which is a huge project. Problem with creeping Jenny is that it's also in the lawn, meaning I can't cut the lawn. It's in this area, and I can work my way from the edges, and it all needs digging up. And there she is, and periwinkle, and rhododendron. Yeah, not the prettiest ones, but not too bad. This one's got a spider. I think this spot is actually a bit too sunny. And we got the perennial cornflower. They're a menace. Menace. And what's this? Bindweed. Hey, it's got pretty flowers. Wood pigeon up in the tree. There she goes. We have some, these are wild strawberries. And then I put some narcissus bulbs in this spot. Not a good spot, needs moving. Red campion. That's one of the most beautiful wildflowers, I think. It's in a sort of awkward spot. I might move it after it's done flowering. Hops. These are my chocolate mint that I thought had died. They're here. Also under here I have planted out pennyroyal. Looks miserable. Yeah. And this is a peppermint and a nepeta catnip. They also look pretty miserable. You know, the soil looks dead, but it really isn't. It's just dry on top and it's clay. Peach tree. Oh, I need to address this. All curly, bad leaves. Yeah. I do not know if we're getting any peaches this year. This is not a happy tree at all. So, did I say Claire from the farmyard garden? She had this on her almond tree. Well, not as bad as this, I think. And she said the tree needed covering in the winter so it wouldn't get too wet in spring rains. So I'll try that. I need to cut it down. I'll prune it quite hard. I'll try that, and if it doesn't work, I don't know what I'm doing. Rose. Let's have a look at the wild garlic, ransom. It's flowering. Look at that. And here I have the leeks that survived the winter, these two, and I really need to move this aquilegia. Welsh onions, about to flower. Longwort, the deer ate the first flowers, but it's decided to flower again. So. And this one I forgot the name of. This is a flomis. And it is not, it's a digitalis, perennial foxglove. That one is a flomis. And this is the wild type of blueberry that grows in the forests here. So the aquilegias are about to bloom. Nearly there. No rush. Oh, sorry, I had some extra shallots. So they're plonked in a little here and there. The flowering quince is about almost done flowering. What do we have here? A bee with loads of nectar, pollen on its legs. Yeah. So these flowers are very popular among the bees. So that's good. And this dead hedge or wattle, which I heard, I put these stakes upside down, except for this one. So this one is growing very well. The thing is, these upside down sticks, they're also growing. So it's not a dead hedge. But I need to keep it in control, because willow will grow like mad. And here's a tiny geum, waiting for flowers. Ground elder. There's an echinacea. It is a slug magnet. It's crazy. I grew these from seed, so this is their second year. So I'm hoping that it will bloom, but if it gets eaten all the time, it won't. The deer ate these as well, but they are, I think the deer have enough food other places, so they haven't been around for a while. Planted out some antirrhinums, snapdragons, Oh, I also have a look at my horseradish. It's not really in its right spot. It has very strange leaves to begin with, and then sort of transition into normal leaves, although they're quite narrow. And it's about to flower. So, that'll be interesting. There's a pot of narcissus that I found behind the garbage bin at the cemetery. People throw these out, you know, so then it's mine. I will put it perhaps in this area back there. Got some alliums going, geranium, some pomponettes, daisy pomponettes. The comfrey I thought had died has arisen from the dead. Oh, it is being seriously munched, and this area with dead branches and dandelion, I reckon it's a slug hotel. The hostas that I ate, they're coming back. Waiting for some alliums, garlic. This is a Verbena bonariensis planted out. Creeping phlox. I've seen other people have these, and well, they seem happier. I reckon they would like, well, you look up any type of plant and it says well-drained soil. I don't have that. I have heavy clay. There's another slug magnet. What's happened here? What on earth? Is that a dead worm? It died on the leaf. Maybe a bird had it and dropped it. Well, there's a slug. So that's why, you know, I built this one, because this one was so large last year. Well, it grew up in a pot, so I reckon it was more leggy than actually needed. But it has not needed any stand yet. Gladiolus. Gladiolus. I don't recall quite how many bulbs were in the bag, but they're all over this area. More alliums, more hosta, and these primulas, they have self-seeded in the gravel like mad. So it's going to be some serious deadheading this year. I need to cut them down. You know, having this stick standing up is no good. Buddleia. I don't think it made it. And some bulbs are planted way too close, so the slugs been at them. Alright then. Okay, let's end it here. I guess you're busy, so am I. I have tons to do. So, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.